Hi everyone, here we are again. I hope you all had a nice weekend. It's still weekend, but we are getting ready for this week. This week we are still doing PowerPoint. We're going to do it this week and next week, and then we are moving on to either Word or Excel. In this week's lesson, we are going to do quite a lot of editing of images. We're going to do quite a lot of shapes and things like that. So let's get started. First of all, you need to open PowerPoint and you need to go to themes. Let me just go back one. You can see here it says suggested searches, blah, 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 and then you will click on education. I know some of you do not have themes and some of you are using different types of software. If you don't have the exact same thing, then you can just carry on and use something similar. You can do whatever you please. Okay, so we're looking for an educational one, and you guys can follow along in the PowerPoint slides, but the one we are looking for is this one here. It's called the rainbow presentation. Okay, so we just click on create, and there we go. Okay, now this presentation, if you just quickly scroll down, you will see it's got 13 slides, and all of it is basically just templates of something you can create on your own. For example, add your first bullet, blah, 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 things like that. And we are not going to use this exact layout, but we are going to use more or less the same thing. So what does that mean? It means that you don't have to stick to a specific layout or a specific way a presentation looks. Even if you're using a template, you can still make it your own and you can still change it any way you like. Okay, now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to delete a couple of these slides because we don't need them. Okay, so we are going to click on slide 1. All right, and we are going to select slide 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, how do you do that? Okay, you can just say shift 1, 2, 3, or 4, or you could have said control 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't matter. You can now say right click, delete slide, and they will be gone. All right, now you've got this picture as your title slide, and you'll see it says picture with caption, layout, and things like that. All right, now it says, let me turn to the next page. Now it says select the new slides 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so slides 2, hold down shift, 3 and 4, and display the shortcut menu and also delete them. Okay, so once again, we're going to delete them as well. So there we are. Then it says click on slide 3. Okay, I'm clicking on slide 3. Then scroll down and also select slide 6. Okay, so I'm going to go down and select slide 6. How do you select slide 6? You just hold control. Remember, you can also delete, you can also select with shift, but if it's not exactly next to the previous slide, you can't use shift. So you're going to click on 3 and then you hold control and then you're going to go to slide 6. All right, and we also delete that. So we are actually now left with only 4. No problem. So we are going to take slide 2 and we're going to make this our title slide. So how do you do that? You just click in it and then you move it up until it becomes slide 1. There we go. All right, we're going to start typing. So let's click here where it says add a title for the slide. So first of all, we're going to type prepare. Okay, this one, this is not placeholder text. This is actual text. Prepare. Okay, press enter for the unexpected. Wow, yeah, that is a very relevant topic for these days with this pandemic and everything else happening. Strange times. So prepare for the unexpected, and then in the subtitle we say plan for a disaster. let me just say something about the capitals. You must also write it like that. The days are over where you just type the first letter with a capital and the rest lowercase. These are titles. So only for these words you use lowercase, but for all other words you must use uppercase. It's just a lot more professional. Alright, let's go to slide 2. And in there we are typing create a disaster supply kit. So here we're gonna, once again we have to delete this text, so let's just do that. Create a disaster supply kit. Alright, and then in the caption, following: collect basic objects your family may need to stay alive. Is that all? Let me just quickly see. No, that's all. Alright. Okay, then we are going to go, and at this point they are saying save this presentation. Okay, so you can go ahead and save it wherever you want to save it. I'm gonna save it later, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue with my next slide, and this one is develop a family communication plan. All right. Okay, now it says we're going to insert and format a couple of pictures. We're going to resize it. We're going to change the way it looks. There's quite a few things that we're going to do to these pictures. I should just mention my baby monitor is on again. So if I disappear suddenly, there will be a part 2. Life is interesting. All right. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and now what we're going to do is we're going to go and we are going to insert a couple of pictures. Now these pictures I'm going to make available to you. These pictures come with these exercises, so I will put them in Google Classroom so that you can just download them when you need them. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that.